Hi, my name is Dunja, and I would like to ask you to join me on my musical journey back in time. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce to you my special new project and see if you would be interested in helping me raise some money for it. My friends often joke that I was born a whole century too late because I'm not able to live a single day without watching an old film or listening to old records or searching through archives, whether they're video archives or sheet music archives. Really, this is a massive part of my life. The period that I'm particularly obsessed with is called Golden Age of Violin Playing, and it is that great time of the beginning of 20th century where a lot of great violinists and pedagogues were alive all at the same time. The great composers and great musicians of that time would often get together at some private musical gatherings and socialize together and have a drink or two and sight read some chamber music together, or perform a little short piece. So these short little pieces are also called miniatures. And back in that time, they used to completely occupy the second half of a recital. And sonatas were actually performed only in the first half. These days, of course, it's more common to hear 3 or 4 sonatas in one recital. And if you're lucky, and if the audience claps hard enough and ask for an encore, then you will hear one miniature right at the end of the concert. As a result of that, many miniatures have been abandoned and haven't been performed for a few decades. And it is such a great shame because they're so beautiful and so stunning, and I really, really believe that they deserve another chance in this world. So one of the main points of focus for this project is for me to take these short little abandoned gems and bring them to the audiences around UK by taking them on tour. The way that I have discovered a lot of these short little pieces is by listening to old recordings, which is probably the only place where you hear them these days. I love those old records. They have this super dry but very soft sound, and the microphones used to be set up so close to the instrument that you get this real sense of intimacy and connection with the music, with the composition, and with the performer. I have already explored that sound world by recording my first album in exactly that old school way. And what I wanted to do next is to revisit this sound world, but in concert circumstance. So what I wanted to do with this tour is to recreate this sound, but in concert experience. The tour concerts, therefore, would take place in small vintage cinemas, the dry acoustics of which would mimic the sound of old vinyl record rather accurately, I think. And in addition to that, the comfortable seats and the informal atmosphere of the cinemas would hopefully also recreate the experience of those informal musical gatherings that I have mentioned earlier. So as you can imagine, a complicated project like this at such unusual venues would require a lot of organization, a lot of people, and quite substantial finances. And this is how you can help me. I need to raise the entire sum to make this tour happen all in one go. And there are loads of different ways that you could donate, and every single person, however small the donation or however big, will be rewarded. So please have a look, and hopefully you will be more encouraged to help me make this happen. So for now, I want to thank you. Thank you for listening and watching. Please check out my website, and please check out my album and the crowdfunding page, of course. And hopefully we'll get a chance to meet and chat at one of the tour concerts.